This is the Ferrari 458 Speciale, a crowning achievement of engineering and one of the most well-designed vehicles on the planet. Why is it such an amazing supercar? What does it mean to be well-designed? Let's find out. 3, 2, 1, go. When engineers design a supercar, their ultimate goal is speed. But how do they achieve it? Like all engineering challenges, they identify the problem, design a solution, build it, and then test it. Once it's good, they make it better. One of the greatest challenges engineers face when designing a supercar is the wind. I know that may sound silly, but I bet you've experienced this firsthand. Have you ever stuck your hand out the window when riding in a car? When the palm of your hand is facing forward, the wind pushes it back. This is called wind resistance. When you point your palm to the ground, there is very little wind resistance and it's easier to hold your hand out. Cars also experience wind resistance, so engineers have to run tests on their vehicles to see how it affects them. They do this by placing their cars inside of something called a wind tunnel, where they blast it with air and see how it moves around the car. See how the air twists and turns when it gets near the car? This testing of how the car is affected by wind is called aerodynamics and is one of the most important things to consider when designing a supercar. Unfortunately, most of us don't own supercars. I know I don't. But did you know that there is just as much engineering and thought that goes into designing a normal everyday car? When engineers design a regular car, speed is no longer the main goal. Instead, engineers aim to make a car that can travel far without requiring too much gasoline. Like we mentioned earlier, this is called fuel economy. It's easy to see why engineers would want a supercar to go fast, but why are they so concerned about regular cars not using too much gasoline? The reason is that cars and gasoline are expensive. If an engineer can design a car that uses less gas, then it doesn't cost us as much to drive it. That means we have more money to save for important things like our college education and our families. So how do you think engineers accomplish their goal of making a more fuel-efficient vehicle? Aerodynamics is very important because if there is less wind resistance, your car doesn't need to work as hard to move forward. Another big factor is the weight of the vehicle. If a car weighs a lot, then it requires more work from the engine to move it forward, using up more gasoline. I've been talking a lot about cars and how engineers meet the challenges they are faced with, but now it's your turn. You get to be the engineer today and design a car that meets the challenges we give it. Remember to identify the problem, design a solution, build it, and then test it. Once it's good, make it better. Have fun, and go build your supercar.